keep it down.
If I spit, think I can hit that mechanical down there?
Get ready! Level moving a little off balance. You need a level down.
I don't want to die!
Take him down! No!
Yeah.
I've always loved.
Spacer's choice target sauce. A killing sauce made with real atmosphere.
Wouldn't it be something to see an Earth?
If you stop in the engine room, would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge?
Now don't move, you got a little bit of sick.
Oh, can you believe this outfit? It's so handsome, I'm almost afraid to touch it. Well, I guess that's everything then. After all this time, I just have to actually do it now. You know, there's a part Junlei's been looking for to fix up the air cyclers. They only carried them on big colony ships, like the Hope. I know. For a while, it felt like everything I did was a little bit of help. And it meant I didn't have to ask her to be mine. Not yet. Not for real. Next time we dock with Groundbreaker, I'm doing it. I'll send June a message and ask her over. Oh, this is real scary, Captain. I'm grateful for all you done. I swear, next time we put into Groundbreaker, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask her over. Oh, I'm so nervous. Haven't. Trouble focusing on my work.
Every SAM unit comes.
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker. Stay safe out there. Like.
All right. She's on her way. How do I look? Oh, my hands have finally stopped shaking. All right, all right. Deep breath.
I've shut off the visual feed from my ocular inputs in the captain's quarters, so you're free to disrobe whenever you'd like.
Anyhow, so I told him, Dad, I'm a big girl now. I ain't need your help. I can do it on my lonesome.
What did he say to that? Some of the cable routing in here is unique. I appreciate you making the time for this.
June, call me pretty. Captain, no spine. Sorry. Mind your way?
Some crewmen.
You're adjusting before you pull.
Okay, Captain, she's gone.
You've got a capable crew. That speaks well of your leadership.
Captain, we gotta talk about what you did to Junlei. I don't got words. She was the one good thing in my life, and now she's... I'm leaving. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I can't look at you. You make me sick. No. There's good people, and there's bad. I didn't want to think on it, but you're one of the bad. One day, maybe you'll realize what you've done. Maybe then... Goodbye, ma'am.
Some of the cable routing in here is unique.
Hey, Captain. Captain, we gotta talk about what you did to Junlei. I don't got words. She was the one good thing in my life, and now she's... I'm leaving. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I can't look at you. You make me sick. This isn't something you can talk your way out of. You murdered my love. The brightest light in my sky. One day maybe you'll realize what you've done. Maybe then you can make it up to the universe, but you will never make it up to me. Goodbye, ma'am. I'm having the best time. Oops, pardon. Whoa! Captain? I don't got words. She was the one good thing. I'm leaving. I don't know. And now we all gotta live with it. Goodbye, man. Captain?
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
I don't know if you watched the big finale, but...
Okay, Captain, she's gone. I feel like running laps around the cargo bay. So she got here, and the first thing she said was, "Oh, you smell nice, like mock apples." And I was like, "Yeah, new soap." And then she just sort of touched my arm real gentle-like and called the cut of my outfit elegant. I couldn't hear the rest on account of my heart was beating so hard. Then I led her into the kitchen. I think she about cried when she saw the spread. She stood stock still and just said, "Oh, real soft." Oh, and let me tell you, I was sweating. And then she blinked and said, "Is that dustback casserole?" I told her how we got Mr. Raymond to bake it for us, so it was double authentic. Made by a real live monarch person. Well, we talked a bunch over dinner about the things we learned just through messages, stuff we repaired, how I taught her to salvage and she taught me to build. When I brung out the sweetheart cakes, June, she got a little teary, said she had a thing she needed to say. But I stopped her because I wanted to say it first. I never felt so bold, Captain. I told her about how she made me feel. Bold like I acted. Strong. Smarter and kinder than I am on my lonesome. I listed all the things I liked about her. And then she pulled out a paper and read a speech. She talked about the things she admired about me, like my cleverness and my humor, and how it made her want to be more open. Anyhow, when she wrapped up, I asked her to be my girlfriend. And Captain, she said yes! It's all on your account, you know. Imagine if you'd never taken me out of Edgewater. I'd have never met Junlei at all. I don't know nothing about the Vicar's capital P plan, but you've sure changed my life. So, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna head to my cabin and happy scream into my pillow for like an hour.
We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
You'd think folks were pissing in the alleyways as bad as...
Hey, Cat. Knock, knock.
Did you find them? Tell me you found my my sprat carriers. Would hate should any... Just tell me straight and don't hold back. I can handle it. Sprats can always be replaced. Excellent. Oh, this is This is only half! Are you... You think you can steal from me? Ow! Damn it, that hurt like the blazes. Okay, all right. You didn't take it. But someone did. Search Fallbrook. Either half the Sprats got loose on their own, or there'll be some evidence pointing to the soon-to-be-dead Snake who filched my carriers. You want your cut? You get me the rest of my drugs, no matter what it takes.
Minnie Malin, get your twitchy whiskers back here! Don't you run out that door! It's a cruel world outside!
You'd think folks were pissing in the alleyways as bad as it...
Hey, Cass. Knock, knock.
Go away,
Did you find them? Seeing as how that statement is wink-free, I am madder than a mantis swarm, and ready to bite some. You want your cut? You get me the rest of my drugs, no matter what it takes.
Minnie Malin, get your twitchy whiskers back here! Don't you run out that door! It's a cruel world outside! Keep walking, Rungleech. Close the damn door! You'll let my sprats out!
I'll keep it down.
Damn it all. Now look what you've done. It'll take me ages to round him up again. State your purpose, or get out of my face, domicile. Missing? Nope. Nope. Mine are all found and accounted for. I've got an animal rescue service to oversee, and day in, day out, they ran their little route, getting picked off along the way. What was I to do? Look, I don't care if Nilsson sent you or not. You won't be hurting a hair on any of these sprats' heads. I've killed vicious beasts for them. I ain't afraid to take on a human. Back out of this domicile, hands up, or become sprat food and You want to dig through sprat droppings? Be my guest. What do you think you're doing? I don't want any trouble out of you.
Got the goods? Because I know you wouldn't be wasting my time otherwise. Wink. They must have hightailed it out of town. Just my luck. I mean, sure, every scheme... What am I gonna do now? Great. And now I'm in the red. Some scheme this turned out to be. No offense, but next time, I think I'll go with someone else. Okay, maybe my scheme wasn't so surefire due to a flaw in the delivery system.
Captain, if you're looking for crew members... The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste the Ranger.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Tossball finals are scheduled to air soon, but a scandal has rocked the league and thrown this pivotal game into question. Both teams have tested negative for performance-enhancing stims. A tossball first. Coaches and referees are debating how and if this could lead to an unfair advantage. This has been Halcyon News, your only source for news in the Halcyon Heart.
If you're here for the... I found a
Well, well, Dr. Fenhill. It's not often I see you on this side of sickbay.
I make it a point not to get shot, and when I do, I can usually take care of the mess myself.
It'd be nice to have you in here patching people up, not just blowing them apart.
I respect what you're doing here, but you know I'm not ready to settle down. It's not you, it's me.
Have it your way, then. You always do. Now, about your friend here. Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service. Did he now? The mouth on that man. I swear his late mother'd be ashamed. He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this. I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, You look out, though. The place is probably...
You want a punch? We've got your punch right here.
Destination reached. Scylla.
Hey, outlaw. Smashing plan. You just doing that? Tremendous work, friend. Here I was readying a daring maneuver, and you...
Why does that sound familiar?
It's Ellie. Excellent timing. Hello, Ellie. What a pleasure it is to see your sparkling beauty in this barren way.
It's Dr. Fenhill. I certainly know his ex-crew. Mostly from the operating table. I've probably seen more of them than he has.
How cruel you are. I distinctly remember a special party at the Lost Hope Bar on Groundbreaker where we...
We did not.
Oh, fine. But we almost...
Keep going, and you're gonna see how good this automech is at picking up teeth.
Symptoms detected. Elevated heart rate. Dilated pupils. Increased sweat production. Subject appears to be terrified.
I'm not terrified, you bucket of bolts. That's victory sweat. Meds, I'm guessing. Pirates love bits, and unlabeled meds are worth a bundle. The one and only. Wait, who's asking? Wanda didn't send you, did she? I swear, land on Groundbreaker even a moment tardy, and that busybody's already been up your ass and out. You tell her these automechs are coming, and sending a hired stooge to rescue me from certain peril only furthers my delay. Yes, well, I shan't. Give Wanda my chilliest regards. And farewell to you, dear Dr. Fenhill. I trust I'll see you next I find myself on the Groundbreaker.
You'd better hope not.
You saved me the cost of ammunition. Thanks, pal.
For me.
Who's ready for more?
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix... Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
Rizzo's Knock You Out Bar. A CCN 76 milk chocolate bar with caramel and cake-free nuts.
Were I a gambling woman, I'd wager you're responsible for my... I can't thank you enough.
Rizzo's Mock Apple Cider. A hard cider for a hard life.
It's almost time for today's episode. Great.
Purple Berry Crunch, Sugar Gel Flakes, and Purple Berry flavored Power Nuggets. Now with...
I'm gonna head to Vera's for whiskey and darts. Maybe not in that order.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
You were just here before you called.
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
Rizzo's Lemon Slap. Slap your whole family tonight. Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to the local board and
Time for you to move along. You keep lingering like this, I'm
What
bound to
was
get
that?
nervous.
What do you think you're doing? Yeah, all right. I guess you're on the level.
Miss Lilia says we ain't supposed to talk.
CNP Borston Baked Beans. When you need to eat and run, Borston Baked Beans is the only one. Purple Berry Touch. A soft, sour candy shell around a sweet purple berry flavored center. Suck it. Do it. You can do it.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate... Captain, Felix and the Vicar are... Destination reached. Scylla.
Systems.
Heads up, boss!
What was that?
Looks like we're doing this!
If you stop in the engine room, would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge?
Don't move, you got a little bit of sick. Felix keeps asking me to watch some adventure serial with him. It's not my thing, but he's real sweet about it.
Battery levels are fully... Thank you, customer. This area is... All SAM units travel... Did you know SAM units are capable of equipping regulation-grade flamethrower nozzles? Upgrade your attachment today. Got stubborn stains? Leave them for Sam.
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker. This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Remember Auntie Cleo? Because she remembers you. When you were sick, who took your temperature? When you were hungry, who gave you a needle full of...
Echo! No? Nothing? Oh well. Here they come! That's the last of him!
This is some crew members are causing a disturbance. We're now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain.
Greetings. And what can I do? Now that Graham isn't shouting over the wireless and folks aren't worried about the iconoclasts killing them in their sleep, things have gotten quiet. That means I can finally get some work done. You don't know how long I've been... Oh. Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid. Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or a mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really. So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else. Sort of the strong... Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff. And some of the neighbors are complaining about the Would you? I'd appreciate that so much. Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work. He doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet intensity, you know? Like there's stuff going on inside his head that you have no... Plus, he's got great legs. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercise. Sorry, sometimes I get carried... Have you talked to Sebastian yet? You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it. I still don't know anything about it. But if you want to help him, Velma's the one to... But I'll warn you, Grim wore her patience thin a long... Oh!
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
She's always cranky.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna. This again? I swear, this is the last time I contract for any special requests. You can tell Grim his poster came in. You can also tell him I got a better offer for it. So now it's going to Nell. That about cover... No. I paid Sublight for it. So, it's mine. And when Nell pays me for it, it'll be hers. Grim may have asked for the poster, but it's not his until I take his money. She runs the betting parlor across the way. Nice professional lady. She asked me about the poster once. Just once. Made a real generous offer, too. Damn right it is. It's staying locked up in my office until Nell shows with her money. Sure can. If you want to pay me more than... Fair enough. The damn thing's been a headache anyway. Take the poster then. And if I never hear another word about it, it'll be too soon. Something else on your mind?
Have you had time to check on that poster yet? I keep wondering if it's come in. Would you look at that? The Rizzo's logo is nice and bright, and you can still smell the ink on Mr. Holcomb's signature. And you know what? Take my old tossball blocker, too. Never get the chance to use it these... You think maybe you could get some of your friends to land here, too? Gets real quiet.
Felix, I overheard you listening to Tossball.
Hello, stranger. Can I interest you in Raptidon tongue? You look like a woman who's looking for some mostly fresh animal.
Sebastian, you ever get your hands on those pheromone sacs? Manipillars ain't gonna hunt themselves, you know.
I must have hunted a dozen, but I couldn't find a single sack on any of them. Must be looking in the wrong place.
Manipillars ain't got pheromone sacs. I just told him that so he'd stop asking me for advice.
At least I'm getting a good haul of claws in the process. You're in good hands, traveling with Monarch's top merc. Still, if you want any rat glands or manticlaws, Huh. I haven't seen her in a few days, but I've been meaning to ask her how that Raptidon acid is working. I hope it's working okay, because no one else really seems interested in... Wait, I see what's going on. She put you up to this so she could get a discount, hmm? Don't get me wrong. I'd like to give her a discount. She's a real fine lady. But if I give her one, I won't hardly make a bit, on account of... You sound pretty sure. And she is awful nice. Okay, I'll do it. You look like a woman who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts. I don't know. Celia usually buys whatever I have, and Mr. Pickett seemed... He came to Stellar Bay years ago, just before the board cut us off. Ended up stuck here.
I kept telling him he was a fool for chasing Man-a-Queen tail. Anyone looking to get familiar with a queen is liable to become the bitch's supper.
Oh my. Well, I hope he's all right. Haven't seen him in a... Sure, they're real big. Hard to miss him. Who wouldn't be? Now that just sounds like a fancy way to say boring people. Well, I could send you to the same place I sent Mr. Pickett, but I haven't seen him in a few weeks. To tell you what, I'll tell you where I sent Mr. Pickett if you promise to look for him. Help him out if he's got himself in trouble. All right then. Leave town through the south...
Past the ruins? That's Manta territory, all right. My professional opinion is that we leave that idiot to his well-deserved fate.
Last Man-a-Queen I saw was in the wilds out that-a-ways. Could be Mr. Pickett. Yeah, you find... I sent him past the ruins just south of town. He was hunting for a mantiqueen.
Have you done... Okay, but how did he say it? Did he sound excited? Or like was he like, yay, a date with Celia? I've secretly been waiting for this. Or was it more, sure, I don't have anything else going on. Not to worry. If I never buy another Raptidon tongue, it'll be too soon. Ah, look at me going on. I'm sure you've got other things to do, and Mr. Nandi's giving me that back-to-work look. Anyhow, thank you. Move along.
What can I do for you?
Just keep your fingers to your own self, okay?
So tell me, what do you eat when you're out exploring? It's trail rations, right?
No, that stuff will turn your stomach purple.
What? But I love trail rations. Rizzo's makes them with extra cysty bits.
You ought to try something without so many additives. Something pure. Vodka comes to mind.
Always wanted to visit Stellar Bay. Taking the sights, the sounds, Wait, what's that smell?
Huh?
Heads up! Get
Processing.
Hear the clock! You ever want to hide a body? You could dump it in that sulfur pool.
I hear acid baths are all...
Jackasses incoming! Hey, boss! Watch this!
I am a storm!
That's the last of him! Never thought I'd feel bad for a Manta Queen.
Huh. Ain't seen a sick queen before.
Incoming! The infamous Amber Heights.
The folks in Amber Heights always manage to find a bottle or two of the good stuff. Keen scavengers, I tell you.
What was that? Looks like we're doing this! No messes with you, boss! I'm reloading! All right. You know, Nyoka,
You look like a woman who's looking... He'll probably be wanting it back. You see any sign? That's pretty sad. He sure seemed like he knew what he was doing.
Anyone fool enough to chase after a queen is pretty fucking far from the know what they're doing class of people.
So this journal is all he left behind? Seems like I ought to read it. Look. I bet she'll like that. She's real enthusiastic, but also... In any case, I appreciate you tracking down Mr. Pickett for...
right! Let's take him down! That's a hurt! Watch out! On me, folks!
Hey, Felix. I tried your recipe, you know.
You tried my Rizzo's Purple Berry Candy Vodka? Be honest. Great drink or greatest drink?
What do you think you're doing? Just don't make more paperwork for me, all right?
A reminder to all crew members, there is a... We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
You must think you're pretty tough. I bet I could take you.
Not so fast. All right, you're clear. The adjutant's expecting you.
Move along. Nothing exciting ever happens around here.
How may I be of assistance?
I admit part of me expected you to stand by your old friend. For better or worse, Wells was responsible for putting you back on your... That said, he's also a wanted criminal. For information regarding his whereabouts, you are entitled to collect a reward. I understand you've infiltrated the Ministry. The things you discovered there must have been shocking. Even Halcyon is on the verge of a total systems collapse. The truth is ugly and difficult to accept, but we must accept the truth before we... Malnutrition is already a problem. Disease will come next, followed by starvation, followed by a breakdown of society. I know this must come as a surprise to you.
Guess Monarch folk ain't the only ones fucked around here. That ain't exactly an uplifting thought.
I know your face. Stellar Bay's most infamous hunter. How curious that you've thrown your lot in with the captain. Monarch may harbor delusions of independence, but make no mistake. You are a part of our colony. If we fall...
So that's your solution? Put the whole colony on ice? People ain't gonna stand for this. We'll fight back. We'll tear down the walls of Byzantium.
No, Mr. Millstone, you will not. The workers of Halcyon will do exactly as they are told, as they always have. Your dreams of a people's revolution are the juvenile fantasies of a frustrated child. I won't pretend the truth isn't damning. Yes, the colony is on the verge of collapse, but there is a way to save it. I'll answer however I can. The Lifetime Employment Program is not some malevolent strategy of an evil mastermind. There's no dark secret buried in the program is logical, it's reasonable, it's merciful, and most importantly, it will work. Byzantium is the beating heart of our colony. And as long as Byzantium survives, Halcyon may one day recover from the collapse. We must protect this city. Help me execute the Lifetime Employment Program. And you will have earned a place of honor in Byzantium. You will live in comfort and want. We've already crossed the point of no return. The collapse has already begun. You must have noticed the signs in Emerald Vale. Malnutrition. This is a permanent famine, Captain. We've done all we can to curb their hunger. Very soon, people are going to realize they're starving. A famine is a problem of logistics as well as marketing. Your workers must remain productive on as little food as possible. Before you interfered in Roseway, Dr. Anton Crane was on the verge of developing a powerful appetite suppressant. It would have made his career. The solution is a temporary one. Before long, our workers are going to feel the effects of starvation. The Lifetime Employment Program is our only viable... When you turned Phineas Wells over to me, I knew I could rely on you. You've demonstrated your ability, and you deliver results. You don't have to like me, Captain. As long as you're willing to work with me. I can't save this colony alone. We need to talk about... You handed Edgewater over to a band of dissidents. I can't have this. Adelaide McDevitt and her people have no place in the Halcyon. Edgewater needs to go.
Are you out of your mind? We're not gonna murder a town of innocent people.
You will do exactly as...
I will hunt beasts until I'm out of ammunition, and then I'll fight a good long while after. But I am not about to mow down a crowd of innocent people.
Then I suggest you find your courage. Or pretend you're hunting beasts. Now is not the time for half...
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain. Take someone to watch. Go back.
Not so fast. All right, you're clear. The adjutant's expecting you.
I admit part of me expected you to stand by your old friend. For better or worse, Wells was responsible for putting you back. That said, he's... I understand you've infiltrated the Ministry. The things you discovered there must have been shocking. Halcyon is on the verge of a total... Malnutrition is already a problem. Disease will come next. I know this must come as a surprise.
So that's your solution. Put the whole colony on ice. People ain't gonna stand for this. We'll fight back. We'll tear down the walls of Byzantium.
No, Mr. Millstone, you will not. The workers of Halcyon will do exactly as they are told, as they always have. Your dreams of a people's revolution are the juvenile fantasies of a frustrated child.
Is that why we were suffering plague in Edgewater? Malnutrition? All those folks sick and dying, and you knew why the whole time?
Yes, Miss Holcomb, we knew why. We've known for some time that Edgewater was... The colony itself is dying. The suffering you experienced in Edgewater, I won't pretend the truth isn't damning. Yes, I'll add... The Lifetime Employment Program is not some malevolent strategy of an... The program is logical. Byzantium is the beating heart of our colony. And as long as help me execute the Lifetime Employment Program. We've already crossed the point of no return. The collapse has already begun. You must have noticed the signs in Emerald Vale. This is a permanent famine, Captain. We've done all we can to curb their hunger. A famine is a problem of logistics as well as marketing. Your work... Before you interfered in Roseway, Dr. Anton Crane was on the verge of developing a powerful appetite. The solution is a temporary. When you turned Phineas Wells over to me, I knew I could rely on you. You've demonstrated and you deliver results. Do you know how many meetings I have to sit through? How many papers I have to sign before I can make one decision? I can't save this colony alone. When I first discovered the truth, I was shocked, even disgusted. I wondered how we'd allowed a colony like Halcyon to fall in. But the more I thought, we have become lazy and decadent. We smother ourselves in meaningless bureaucracies. We deliberate. I've served the board long enough to understand its weaknesses. Running a colony requires swift and decisive action. The board is slow, ponderous, and prone to squabbling. That's why I'm relying on you. You deliver results without the paperwork. We need to talk about Emerald Vale. You handed Edgewater over to a band of dissidents. I can't have this. Adelaide McDevitt and her people have no place in the Halcyon that is to come. Edgewater needs to go. I want you to wipe the town out. No survivors.
Are you out of your mind? We're not gonna murder a town of innocent people.
You will do exactly as you're told, or I will have you shot for insubordination.
You're a monster.
Someone has to be. Now is not the time for half measures, Captain. I need a decision from you.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Not so fast. All right, you're clear. The adjutant's expecting you.
I admit part of me expected you to stand by your old friend. For better or worse, Wells was responsible for putting you back on your feet. That said, he's also a wanted criminal. For information regarding his whereabouts, you are entitled to collect a reward from Percival. I understand you've... Halcyon. Malnutrition. And...
What's in this for you? There's gotta be an angle. They're always...
I appreciate your skepticism, Dr. Fenhill. But I'm not doing this for any person. My angle is the preservation of our colony by any means.
Guess Monarch folk ain't the only ones fucked around here.
I know your face. Stellar Bay's most infamous. Monarch may harbor delusions of I won't pretend the truth is... I'll end... The... Phineas Wells does not have a plan. He has an obsession. He is obsessed with reviving the Hope's colony. Halcyon is already starving. We can't possibly introduce tens of thousands of new colonists in... Help me execute the lifetime We've already crossed the point. Before you interfered in Roseway. The solution is a... When you turned Phineas Wells, and you delivered... Do you know how many... When I first discovered the truth, I was shocked. But the more I thought about it, we have become lazy and... I admit, I occasionally fantasize about making an executive decision without having some tedious... Do you have any idea? We need to talk about Emerald Vale. You handed Edgewater over to a band of dissidents. I can't have this. Adelaide McDevitt and her people have no place in the Halcyon that is to come. Edgewater needs to go. I want you to wipe the town out. No survivors.
I get that you board types are all about efficiency, but isn't this a bit much?
I'm asking your captain to amputate a rotting limb from the colony. I'd expect you to understand, Dr. Fenhill.
I will hunt beasts until I'm out of ammunition, and then I'll fight a good long while after. But I am not about to mow down a crowd of innocent people.
Then I suggest you find your courage. Or pretend you're hunting beasts. Now is not the time for half measures, Captain. I need a You replaced a loyal, if hard-headed, town leader with a revolutionary. Adelaide's people have turned Edgewater into a hub of dissidents. These people are dangerous. They're going to become more dangerous after the collapse. We need to put them down. Because right now, you're the only person I can depend on. My hands are tied by endless rolls of red tape and bureaucratic limitations. Halcyon is going to collapse while the board hems and haws and debates minutiae. I'm not asking you to be a murderer. I'm asking you to be a surgeon. Don't fool yourself. The dissidents occupying Edgewater are rebels harboring dangerous and seditious ideas. Left to their own devices, their numbers... Graham Bryant and his merry band of morons caused enough trouble on Monarch. I won't risk the same thing happening in Edgewater. No, allowing thousands of colonists to starve to death because we couldn't make one cold-blooded decision is insane. What I'm suggesting is absolutely logical. Steel your spine, Captain. Do what needs to be done. Don't make this more difficult than it needs to be, Captain. I rather like you, and I'd hate to have you shot for disobeying a direct order. I'm disappointed. I was so sure you had potential.
They're on us. Bring them down! Nothing like a good tussle. Incoming! Bring them down!
Some crew members are causing a We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Not so fast. All right, you're clear. The adjutant's expecting.
I understand you've... Halcyon, malnutrition. I know this must...
Is that why we were suffering plague in Edgewater?
Yes, Miss Holcomb, we knew why. We've known for some time. The colony itself.
The powerful make the mistakes, and the powerless are left paying the price, as it has always been. Tell me, Adjutant, have you anything to offer beyond the usual false platitudes?
I'm offering decisive action, Vicar DeSoto. I can We need to talk about Emerald. You handed Edgewater over to a band. Edgewater needs to go.
I cannot condone this plan. Wanton, senseless destruction of life is never the solution.
I don't need you to approve of my plan, Vicar. I need you to get it done.
You're a monster.
Someone has to. Now is not the time for...
I won't. You're better than this, Captain. You have to be. Not this, Captain.
I'm glad you can keep control over... Edgewater is beyond saving. You were in the... You've been paying... The insurance claim is... I appreciate... What... Report back.
Something you need?
Do we really need all the security? I have to go through 3 checkpoints just to take a bathroom break. Can't be.
Something you need?
If I still believed in the grand plan, a revelation like this would have seriously shaken my faith. Knowing you, I can only assume you have already begun formulating a plan to deal with it. I hate to contradict you by pointing out that everyone dies. But it is better to die last, I suppose. Anything you'd like?
A reminder to all crew members, there is only one toilet on the ship.
You're not really thinking of going through with this plan, right? Tell me I'm a man. That's Parvati's hometown. You're just gonna Vicar Max lived in Edgewater. We got folk from our own crew that called that. If you don't like this job, and I don't like this job, and nobody else on this ship likes this job, then why are you going? Edgewater is a corporate town, not some moral. Yeah? You want to know what I think? Never mind.
Something on your...
Hey! Should've get off.
Hey, Cap.
As always, anything.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain. To return. In one piece, Captain.
You some sort of freelancer?
Something you...
May you find...
have to separate you!
Nice one! Catch the leg!
It's not the best choice. This area is currently experiencing a surprise. This is a restrict. Look, I've got an.
Huh? Incoming!
Get him!
Oh?
Take him down! Get him! I need cover! Careful, you're wounded!
Something's not right.
That's odd.
Captain,
Better take a
look
look.
out!
Got him!
Security.
Get ready!
try me? Don't mess with me! I don't want to die!
Great work!
No! Please! I don't want Thought I'd just roll over and die! Oh, good. A fight. Our victory is their defeat.
Yeah,